Let me ask you something. How many times have you wanted to stay updated on the latest news but found yourself scrolling endlessly through articles, only to get overwhelmed and give up? Well, let me introduce you to Unapod. It's the AI-powered platform that turns the news you care about into bite-sized audio podcasts you can consume on the go. Think of it as your personal assistant for staying informed without the overwhelm. Let's take a look into everything Unapod can do and how it's about to become your new favorite productivity hack. What makes Unapod amazing? Here's something we all struggle with: keeping up with the news. Staying informed feels like a full-time job these days. There's so much information out there, and let's be honest, most of it is either irrelevant or way too long. That's where Unapod comes in as a lifesaver. It's a smart tool that helps you stay updated without wasting time or energy. It's not just about news, it's about news that works for you. Be it quick updates, preferring listening to reading, or just needing a way to fit information into your busy life, Unapod has you covered. Let me walk you through everything this incredible platform can do and why it's about to make your life a whole lot easier. 1. Personalized news, just for you. We've all been there, scrolling through endless articles, trying to find something interesting, and ending up with stories we don't care about. Why does every news app assume I'm equally interested in celebrity gossip and geopolitical trade agreements? Unapod fixes that. It's designed to filter out the noise and show you only the stories that matter to you. When you sign up, Unapod asks you to choose your interests. Love tech? It's got you. Want updates on business trends, politics, or the environment? No problem. You can even get hyper-specific, like following niche topics or industries. The result? A curated feed that feels tailor-made. It's like your best friend who knows exactly what you love, minus the unsolicited memes. 2. Audio summaries. News you can listen to. Let's be real. Sitting down to read long articles isn't always possible. Life is busy, and some days the thought of reading a 1,500-word article is just too much. Unapod changes the game by turning news into bite-sized audio summaries. Think of it like a podcast, but much shorter and focused only on the stories you care about. For instance, you're driving to work, out for a jog, or cooking dinner. Instead of zoning out or listening to the same playlist for the 100th time, you pop on Unapod and get caught up on the day's most important stories. The audio quality is crisp and professional, and the summaries are concise and easy to follow. It's like having a personal newsreader who delivers exactly what you need, right when you need it. 3. Listen or read. It's your choice. Here's what makes Unapod stand out. It doesn't force you into one way of consuming news. Some days, you might be in the mood to listen while multitasking. Other days, you might want to sit down and skim through the articles yourself. With Unapod, you get both options. You can listen to audio summaries when you're on the go, or you can read the text version if that works better for you. This flexibility is simply amazing. You're never stuck in one format, and you can switch between listening and reading depending on your mood or situation. It's like having the best of both worlds. 4. AI-powered summaries. Just the key points. Let's talk about the real genius behind Unapod. It's AI-powered summarization. We all know that most articles are packed with fluff, introductions that go on forever, random tangents, and way too many details. You don't need all that. You just want the key points, right? Unapod's AI analyzes each article, pulls out the important information, and condenses it into a short, focused summary. It's like having a friend who reads the entire thing for you and says, "Here's what you really need to know." The best part? These summaries are clear and engaging. You get the context and details you need without spending 10 minutes reading through unnecessary paragraphs. 5. Saves you tons of time. Think about how much time you spend trying to stay informed. Reading articles, scrolling through news feeds, clicking on headlines that turn out to be irrelevant. It's exhausting. Unapod takes all that wasted time and gives it back to you. In just a few minutes, you can get caught up on the latest stories without any of the hassle. For me, it's become part of my morning routine. While I'm having my coffee or getting ready for the day, I let Unapod do the heavy lifting. By the time I'm out the door, I already know what's going on in the world. It's efficient, it's stress-free, and honestly, it feels like a win every single day. 6. Perfect for multitasking. We live in a world where multitasking is the norm. Whether it's cooking dinner, commuting, or folding laundry, we're always doing more than one thing at a time. Unapod fits perfectly into that lifestyle. It turns staying informed into something you can do in the background. Just hit play, and you're catching up on the news while checking off your to-do list. It's so seamless that you almost forget you're multitasking. And because the audio summaries are short, you can easily listen to a few stories in the time it takes to drive to the grocery store or clean the kitchen. 7. Personalized feeds that evolve with you. One of the coolest things about Unapod is how it adapts to your interests. When you first sign up, you choose your topics. But over time, it gets better at understanding what you like. Maybe you start off focusing on tech and business, but then you get curious about climate change or health updates. Unapod learns and adjusts, so your feed always stays relevant. It's like it grows with you, making sure you're always getting the news you care about most. 8. No more information overload. Ever feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of news out there? It's like every time you open a news app, there's a flood of headlines fighting for your attention. Unapod simplifies everything. It filters out the noise, skips the clickbait, and gives you the stories that actually matter. It's refreshing, honestly. Instead of feeling like you're drowning in information, you get a clear, manageable stream of updates that keep you informed without stressing you out. Why Unapod is worth it. Unapod is a smarter, easier way to stay updated in a world where time is short and attention spans are even shorter. Here's what makes it so great. It's fast. You get the news you need in minutes. It's flexible. Listen, read, or both. Whatever works for you.
Women's Ashes format explained. In an informative video, Alex Hartley from BBC Sport elaborates on the format and points system for the upcoming 2025 Women's Ashes season.
It's personalized. You only see stories that match your interests. It's stress-free. No fluff, no filler, no wasted time. If you're someone who loves being in the know but hates the hassle of staying informed, Unapod can be your go-to tool. How to get started. Ready to give it a try? Here's how to get started. 1. Go to unapod.com. 2. Sign up and pick the topics you care about. 3. Start enjoying personalized news summaries in text or audio formats. That's it. No complicated setup, no learning curve, just easy, efficient news delivered straight to you. Unapod has completely changed the way I consume news. It saves me time, keeps me informed, and fits perfectly into my busy life. Check it out at unapod.com and see for yourself. I think you're going to love it as much as I do. Now, let's check out the subscription plans of Unapod. They are offering 3 plans: Free, Pro, and Ultra. You can pick the one that suits your needs. You can also choose between monthly and yearly plans. Additionally, you will get a special discount if you sign up through the link in the description. That's it from me. Thanks for sticking around, and here's to less stress, more productivity, and maybe even a little extra free time. Catch you next time.